everyone, it's Camy from the Florida Art Chix. I'm here with Judy, and now we're gonna rock the art world. Yeah.
Once again,
Yes, here we are.
with news and views from art life on the Treasure Coast.
All right, Judy, you wanna go ahead and say,
Well,
what happened today?
Oh, today I went to pick up my artwork. The show was over. Something about local. What was it?
What, the Scenic Vero, I think?
Scenic Vero,
Yes.
yeah. Over at the Vero Beach Art Club in Vero Beach, Florida, where we're members and active. And Camy used to be the president, and I was on the board. And
now we're just
helping,
just
members.
Yeah, just members. Are still very involved in it, but no more board.
No.
And
so I picked up my art, and the next show. Right now they're cleaning up the gallery. There's something on the screen. Is that okay?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
So they're cleaning up the gallery, repainting and reorganizing some, and they're. I don't think the gallery is going to be open for viewing for a week or so. They paint and stuff. I don't know the exact date.
I think it will be reopened for the gallery stroll in September because I know we have to. Now you're gonna.
Well, we're I believe receiving for this next show, which is Life by the Sea.
Yes.
All kinds of water related themes. Is going to be the 29th or 30th.
I think the 29th we have to drop off our
and
pieces.
it takes a day to hang the show, so by the end of the day they'll have the show hung. But I have happen to have one of my pieces with me that I'll be entering. This is actually a piece I did.
Yes, let's show it.
When during COVID, we had some Zoom classes. We had some Zoom classes, and this was one that I taught.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, when you
everybody
did that.
Loved
Yes.
That was pretty easy to
and
fun.
Such a beautiful
And I just wanted to show you.
Let's put it here
on an organizing theme. One of the things I do to
we can
keep
show
organizing,
it right here. Keep it in the middle.
I like to apply to every show going, and so does Camy.
Yes.
And to keep everything straight so that you're not committing one painting for two different shows or overlapping or anything.
Yes.
I've tried everything. I have so many systems that most of which didn't work, and I kept the ones that did work. But I developed this system where I get neon paper, and each show has its own color. This is like a yellow lime green almost. And I put it on top of my painting like this. And I have a hallway. If you have a long blank hallway, you're going to be really active in the arts. If you have a long blank hallway and guest square or something, walk on the way to the bathroom, you can put a hanging system up. They look fine. It's not going to be a wonderful display of your art because with me, they're just hanging, almost, touching each other. But I have to have a lot of artwork ready to take down and go to a show, and I have to know what I have. So I have most of my good pieces there and a few other pieces around the house. But it gets confusing when you're in 2, 3, 4 shows at once.
Yes.
Plus you're teaching, plus demonstrating. So I developed this system, and it's working out great until I find some glitches with it. But as I'm walking by, I see, oh yeah, this one is yellow and the other one is yellow on the wall. So those two are in the same show. And I'll glance up, because sometimes if you just write it in your calendar, you don't think about it until the show's getting almost on top of you. Then you realize, oh my God, I've already committed that one to another show. So here it has, and it's just, like a sleeve on top of it. And this has the title of the show, Life by the Sea, and the title of my painting. Also, you might find that you would be, eventually, if you get really active, naming your paintings different names for different titles for different shows, because depending on the theme of the show, you might have to force the name to go along with the theme. If it isn't.
That's a great tip. I never thought about that, actually.
Oh, yeah. There was one recently where a floral show. And, I had that poppy one from the Italian-American Club, from the Treasure Coast to the Amalfi Coast. And, it was all about wine. Well,
Yeah.
I needed it for a flower show, so I renamed it Poppies.
Oh, yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
idea. Yes.
So, anyways, this is a really good system. Even if you're not in a lot of shows, if you want to tag the things where it's not in your, if it's in your living room, you probably want to put this.
Yeah,
on.
no.
But if you got some hidden away in a guest room or in the bathroom, whatever, which I do, on the walls, and you could name it and what it is, acrylic. Sometimes I can't tell the difference between acrylic and oil, and I painted it, but they look so
Similar.
much alike.
Yes.
And I put the size of it, because once in a while you get a call from a show and say, hey, what size was that? And you don't want to have to get the ruler out again, and the price, and the run of the show, which here it's August 30th to October 20th. But what's important is the drop-off date, because you
Yes,
want to be
we don't wanna
constantly
miss that.
reminded as you walk by, oh, drop off August 29th, that's next Tuesday, or whatever. And sometimes I make a little notation if I don't have these two artworks together, if one belongs in a different place in the house, I would still have this, but I'll put a little note, this is going along with the window, which I have to paint. I have a window that I'm gonna do. I got it at a thrift shop, and it's a big window, with the panes and all. It's got a little windowsill, and I'm gonna, do a 16 by 20 canvas, putting it in the back, and it'll be a view to the river maybe, or the ocean with flowers,
That's a
right,
great
sailboats.
Yeah.
It'll be something different, but I have to think of what to put on the windowsill.
Flowers?
That's a good idea.
Little flowers.
Oh, yeah, vase of
Like
flowers.
a little vases
Yeah,
with
because I was
flowers.
thinking maybe a
Because
cat.
it reminds me of the Italian window with all the
Yeah,
flowers,
I
colorful
like
flowers.
that. Yeah, more flowers,
coming
because I
up.
was going to have flowers, surrounding it.
That's
But
it.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Thank
See?
you, Camy.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
These creative minds.
Yes, right. Two minds are better than one.
Yes, exactly.
And you had a class yesterday, right?
Yes, yesterday morning
Yeah.
and afternoon. Actually, it was all day morning in Sebastian,
Yeah,
the
you were
seniors.
exhausted. We were going to do this last night.
Yes,
but
no, I said,
you're
okay,
wiped out.
we'll do it today. And senior association in the morning in Sebastian. And afternoon, I was a substitute for another artist, another teacher for the Alzheimer and Parkinson association in Vero.
Yeah, that's
So
really
it was all
rewarding, too, right?
so rewarding. And
You're so
I
grateful.
love to, I love to do project with this type of students, because you can really see the imagination and the creativity they have.
And it takes them away from
Takes them
their
away.
situation
Yes,
for a little while.
absolutely.
It's not fun.
And just to give an idea of what type of classes that you can offer this type of client, because it's sometimes it's a little bit of intimidating.
You have to keep it simple, though, for
Keep
them.
it simple,
Yeah.
but you don't want to make them feel like, okay, too simple. It's like, teaching kids, some of them, they could have been wonderful artists, and
Yeah.
right now they lost a little bit of their, like their skills and
Capabilities, yeah.
capabilities. So you don't want to be too,
You don't want to insult them.
yes. But,
But they
excuse
can
me,
also
still a little bit under
yeah.
the weather with my cough.
Yeah, poor Camy,
But,
sick. But
yeah.
you could still,
Create.
tell them that they can embellish it however they want. You do
Absolutely.
that, right?
So,
if they want to make a little designs,
yes,
a little
for
Zentangle or
yes,
something.
for example, what I do, I create a design like I did yesterday for them. It's just a simple outline.
Yeah.
It's kind of a partial
sunflower.
sunflower. And then I tell them, okay, let's use maybe mixed medium, like we can use watercolor, and then we can embellish with some markers.
Yeah.
I like to combine watercolor with
Yeah,
markers.
that's sweet.
And we can come up with something like this, some kind of colorful and,
It's a happy
simple.
thing, yeah.
It's a happy thing.
Now, do you find teaching people who have a handicap or don't have good skills easier with watercolor or acrylics? Probably less messy.
Less messy
less
watercolor.
watercolor, yeah.
Yes, it is less messy watercolor. I think it's easier. Yes,
Yeah.
much easier.
Watercolor is fun too.
I love it, and I like to combine with the markers or color pencils. A lot of different creation.
Yeah, so you always have markers and stuff at your disposal.
I always do, all the material. Either I bring my own, or they have it over there. Yep.
Yeah, I remember when you did that demo over at the Moorings. At the Moorings. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they loved that. That was fun.
Yes, on my crazy design.
Yeah.
fun design.
You never know where it goes because we mentioned, they could make their own cards and all that.
Yes, absolutely. Talking about fun design, here's one that I just completed today, and it's about adventures underwater.
Yeah, I love that one.
This is my new one, which is a design that is for the cork and canvas that I'm gonna do at the Vero Beach Museum of Art this month, August 24th, and it's between 6 and 8:30 p.m.
So they could sign up for that now.
They can go on the website and sign up. On the website for the cork and canvas, and so that will be the sample of the painting that we're gonna do that evening, and it's fun. Yeah, I've been doing that for a while. It's been fun.
I've done plenty of cork and canvas.
Yes, and I have 2 more in September. And then I will start the open studios in October on Friday morning. So getting busy with the museum too, on top of the art club and on top of the other ones that we're doing. We're very busy. Getting very busy.
Yeah. And if you need art supplies, give a little plug to my daughter Robin.
Oh yes.
I always help my daughter Robin out. She works for Dale Sorensen and sells houses, and sometimes the houses need a little TLC. So she does estate sales for them, stages them and does the estate sales after the house is under contract. But this house happens to be a friend of mine, and the address will be, you'll be able to see where the estate sale will be this weekend from 9 till 2 on Saturday, and I think from 10 till 2 on Sunday. But it's in Sebastian, and if you go to estatesales.net, on Friday afternoon or night, she doesn't release the address until last minute, because nobody's supposed to go there until the day of the sale. We usually don't let any early birds in, but there's a lot of art stuff here. She was a really, really good artist. There's a floor easel, professional wooden studio easel, and that's probably going to go fast. Yeah. And there's lots of brushes, lots of paints, some canvases, some frames, some paintings.
That's good.
Yeah, and there'll be furniture and kitchenware and
everything else. But we're interested.
But
we love them.
I use my art. My art so many different ways to help my daughter, and I love it. I used to work just for baby hugs. Now I work for nothing because the baby is 12. When she first started selling real estate, which she's experienced, she's sold it in Connecticut and California. She came to me one time and said, "Mom, this house is nice, but it has no artwork on the wall. Can I borrow some artwork?"
There we go.
Well, it started with artwork, and then before we knew it, we had a store. We got a storage facility, and we have lamps and lampshades and pillows and throws and bedspreads and curtains and rugs and you name it. But we still use my art. But I since I use some of my art, not the real pristine pieces, but I've since bought artwork at thrift shops and certain sales and stuff. And we really make a house look good, and we actually make a little drawing if it's complex and they have the wrong furniture in different rooms, or it gets split up, or they, sometimes people have been using their furniture in a way they shouldn't. But this is an example of one of the drawings that.
That's where you need your artistic.
Yes, that's where one of my outlets, and I love doing this. I can walk through a house. And in 10 minutes I could draw a layout of it, and Robin takes the pictures of the furniture, and I move it around in place. And this way, you don't have to move it a second time. We get the little, the little movers, felt things, and move it around. And it's amazing how much better a house looks when the furniture is in the right place.
Yes, absolutely.
So I use my art
to be
skills,
an architect.
So many different ways. Once you start painting, drawing, doing creative things, even if you're not that great of a painter or a drawer, something happens within you that grows the right brain.
Yes.
And makes that part of your brain a little more powerful, where the creative side is. And not to diminish the other side, because that's important too.
We need that. Well, the business, the numbers, and
keep yourself safe.
Yes,
not stupid.
absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So
no, that's
so. Anyways, that's a plug for Robin's estate sale.
yes.
And the house is already sold, but she has plenty of other houses.
Yes.
So what do you got? Oh, wait a minute. We didn't talk about Cafe La Di Da. I love that name.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Cafe latte.
Latte.
Da.
Oh, latte.
I know.
da.
Cafe latte. Da.
Yeah, Friday
Here
night.
comes my Italian.
Friday night when we stopped at the Sebastian River Art Club show at the Vero Beach Museum of Art in
Yeah, we had the
Florida.
video up on YouTube.
You'll find that
about
one
the
up on
interview.
YouTube.
Yes.
We interviewed Gene Archibald.
Yes.
Great
That
painter.
was great. That was
Watercolors.
great.
But on the while we were there, somebody said, "Oh, they're having grill night over in downtown Sebastian. Free wine, free food." So
Okay,
we made our way
that's
down
us.
there. Yeah,
That's us.
and it was kind of crowded and
It was crowded and it's so hot.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
just
we
walk
ended up
around.
in the plaza where Vic's restaurant is, and this new place, Cafe Latte,
Cafe latte.
whatever.
Yeah.
And we walked in. We saw an artist friend of ours was displaying
Yeah,
it. We
two
didn't
of
know.
our friends,
Yeah.
Mark Sansusi
Susie.
and
Iris Peters,
Iris
yeah.
Peters. Yeah,
Beautiful
both
work.
of them. Beautiful work,
Yeah.
both of them.
It's coming down soon because ours is going up.
Yes, we're next.
Yeah, we talked to them, and they were having trouble with when you put the title cards on the wall. You could, and this is for all you artists out there. If you're in a show and you're responsible for putting, the titles on the wall, do not just put tape, roll it up, and put it on the wall, because it's taking the paint off there.
Paint
So
off,
many shows
and they will
that
come
happen.
off too after a while. Yeah, they just
And they
comes
fall
off,
down.
fall down.
So I had a system. I don't have, example with me. Oh, I could use this. I'm gonna put my microphone down.
Now keep it up.
Hopefully,
That's still the voice. None of it. I can hold
on the back of your painting, you take a business card or index card, tape it to the back of the painting. If you have paper on the back of your painting, you don't want it damaged, use the blue tape that comes right off. But put all your title, size, whatever you need to information to sell it, to make people want to buy it, and just tape it in the back here. This way, nothing is attached to the wall, and nothing can harm your painting. There's something that really bothers me when I'm in a show, and usually, local shows are all volunteers. You could have a gold foil frame that's very delicate, and if tape touches it, it could ruin it.
Yes.
And when the volunteers, a lot of times they're newbies, and they don't know about a lot of these things, but you can't put tape on the frame. You put it in the back.
The back.
And don't put tape on the wall unless it's a professional organization and that's the way they do it. They know what works for them. But this is much better, and if they don't have a process where they type the title cards and you have to handwrite them. This way nothing got lost in translation, because it's happened to me before. You have to send your information. Next thing you know, they got a $1,000 painting on sale for $100.
Yes.
That's happened
That's
to me.
no good.
That happened to me last year. I won't mention the show. Tell
Okay.
you later.
Okay, you tell
I
me
just
later.
sold something for
We don't want to be,
$200,
oh gosh, no. That's no good.
So, all these little hints are important to keep you from making mistakes and looking foolish.
Yes.
and
yes.
damaging people's walls.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's important.
Yes.
Keep respect for the
Yes,
environment around you,
exactly.
and the stores are like this is a nice cafe.
Yeah.
I look forward because we're gonna do the show. We're gonna have each one have a
Yeah,
wall,
you're gonna have a
and I'm gonna have my book signing,
signing.
children's
Yep.
book signing.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll have a new one ready too. If
Good.
not, I have one already that I will use for that evening book signing. So I have to figure out the date and timing. We'll see when we get the
She's
call.
gonna be
that
very
we're ready.
accommodating.
Yes, absolutely. So
When I walked in, because she was the one who asked me, she said, my paint is coming off the walls. I have to paint all the walls before you get in here. I said, well, there's ways to avoid that. She said, do you know how to do it? So I said, yeah, I'll bring you a sample. I'll show you. So I brought this little hummingbird and a hibiscus that I painted, a little 12 by 12 gallery wrap. Gallery wrap is where there's no frame. It's the canvas just wraps around, and you paint the sides. And I showed her how I did it, like I just showed you. And she said, oh, that's so cute. She says, I have an empty nail right there. I didn't expect to hang it because I was thinking, did I commit this to anything? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
try
just,
to
you
for
can't
another
think so
show.
fast. But anyways, if you'd like to see my hibiscus and hummingbird, it's hanging in La-di-da.
Cafe latte.
La-di-da. And tell
Yes.
them Judy sent you.
Yeah, there we go. Yes, and then
We're hoping to bring some business to them too, because it's a new location
It's a
for them.
cute place.
Their coffee was delicious.
Yes, the coffee is
Wow.
delicious.
And I had well, that was something different. That was a cappuccino, or that we had.
Yes,
But
it was very good.
yesterday when I went,
Oh, you had something else. Yes.
I had decaf. Oh, it was delicious.
No,
And remember, I said I'd be up all night because at that little bit of
and you did.
4:00 in the morning, I was still awake.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm actually good with. I don't drink anymore too much coffee, but
I
just
never
tea,
drink coffee,
But now I started
yeah.
a little bit. Most in the morning. It doesn't really make me sleep.
It's good for you, but I had to stop because
I'm
of stomach
okay.
problems, and I'm fine.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I'd rather not take medication. I'd rather just give stuff up.
Oh yes, no.
So I'm a
I
tea
agree.
drinker now, but
I agree.
I love the taste of coffee. So
Yes, it's
Robin drinks it just the way I do, so I steal a sip here and there.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. So there is a lot going on, and we just have to, you get our head together and just try to make sure that we mention everyone.
Yeah.
All the
We have a few
different
ideas
shows,
that we're just tossing around.
Yeah, for our podcast.
People we will poke and ask them if we could interview them in their studio.
In the studios.
It's so much fun to
Yes.
see artist studio. Everybody does it different.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
you see work you've never seen before that they don't show or
Yes,
haven't had a
absolutely.
chance. And
Yes,
especially new people that are here.
yes.
When new people join the clubs, either club, the Sebastian or the Vera Club, because I was deeply involved in Sebastian too, it's fascinating to see what their backgrounds were. Because, they come with certain skills or no skills. And and they're all usually retired,
Yes.
they have the time to get
Yes.
active in a club. But you sit down and talk to them, and you find out that they've been big marketers or
Yes.
organizers
Yes,
or
absolutely.
high tech.
Yes.
It's really
And it's good
important.
because we need them now.
It's important for the management of organizations
Absolutely.
to dig deep and find out who's joining and who would be willing to do certain things. I mean, you don't want to have somebody bring a covered dish when really what you want them to do is fix the computer.
Absolutely. Yes.
So, and like Michelle she's
the best. She's the
I
best.
want her to bring a covered dish.
Yes.
Yeah, she's fantastic. But, everybody brings to certain skills to a club. Some of them maybe didn't have jobs that required a lot of skills or didn't, but they're friendly and they're good sitting at a desk greeting people when we
Yes.
have an opening. So, there's room for everybody in a club. And there's all different kinds of people you meet when you're, especially at art club, because you got so much more in common.
Yes.
And you can learn from everybody. Everybody has something to give.
Absolutely.
And they're there for fun. It's not a funeral. It's an art club. And we don't talk politics usually. the art clubs. That's for whatever your friends at home are.
Yes.
But no, we just have fun.
Yes, we
Yeah.
share
And-
our ideas,
yeah.
our creativity, and it's
And-
good to
and,
get together
yeah.
like-minded people.
And in the Vero Beach Art Club, when they have the strolls, they usually have somebody demonstrating, which you're going to be
Which
doing.
I'll be there
You'll be
November
doing it
3rd.
in November.
Yes.
And that's fun. They have food, wine. Everything is free. And
it's a socializing.
it's a social thing. Yeah, I envision the Vero Club someday having a building of their own with a nice little lounge.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yes, where we can do our podcast sitting on the couch
Yes,
over
right,
there.
right.
Yes, so we need
Well,
to.
you've already asked them to get a couch, but
I
there
know.
ain't enough room now.
I know, because we could really go over and do interviews over
Yeah,
there. And,
I mean, it's almost 700 strong. We need a building.
yes, we
really
do.
do.
We do.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
If
Lots
anybody
of-
out there has a building,
Yes, just let us know.
let us know. We'll paint it and wire
Yes,
it. And
we
do it.
just take care of
Yeah.
it. Absolutely.
We're kind of speaking out of place, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
No, that's good. So it's good to ask. If you don't ask, you never know.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, we're not
Put it out
management. We're not management
Oh,
anymore.
well,
So,
they'll be happy if we find one.
yeah,
I'm
wouldn't
sure.
that be?
Wouldn't they be
Yeah.
happy if we
Yeah.
found one building for,
God, I would
for that?
pitch it.
Yeah,
we did that
absolutely.
in New Haven. I was part of a New Haven group, New Haven, Connecticut, and they got this huge building that was abandoned on the highway, off the highway in New Haven. Actually, the architect was quite famous, but it was dilapidated. It was a big office building, and foolish as they were, because it was a fire hazard, a lawsuit waiting to happen. They let the whole arts organization, I forgot the name of it in New Haven, transform the whole building into an art gallery. I think there was 4 or 5 floors. We had a corner suite.
That's
Me and my,
beautiful.
I ran the Shoreline Plein Air Painters. It was a group that I started up in Connecticut to try to learn how to paint, because I didn't want to join, take classes or anything. I wanted to learn how to paint fast, because I could draw, but I couldn't paint. But we organized a lot of shows, and I got wind of this, and I was sort of involved in that group too. And there was so much broken glass and so much debris. I think there might have been squatters in the building. It was a huge building. When we finished with that building, it looked fantastic. We even hung curtains,
That's beautiful.
sheer curtains,
Wow,
and
that's great.
rolled out rugs, and
Wow,
had
that's
furniture. I mean,
fantastic.
I was a little younger. I was like 20
Yeah.
years ago, so I could.
Well,
you know,
you can move it around.
I don't
and do
even
things.
think the elevators worked. I think we had to drag the stuff up the stairs.
Oh gosh.
But people did funky things and crazy things. I mean, the guy, whoever it was that owned the building, really went out on a limb. But my sister was part of my painting group too, and we had such good memories from that. I think it was a whole week long.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
we went
great.
through some wine.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
And sold. I mean, it was really, and you probably heard about all over the world actually.
Yeah.
When artists get a building, they could
Yeah.
turn it into magic.
Yes.
And they could turn an eyesore into an asset in the middle of a
Yes.
city.
Yes.
But you got to give them a chance.
Yes.
And I think, the city fathers have to think a little bit more about the struggling artists and the artists that want a hand in transforming the town.
Yes.
And,
it makes
and,
a difference.
And giving our artists something to do.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it makes a
anyways,
difference.
think about it.
That's
you out
that's a
there.
great story out there.
There
if
must be a
anybody-
lot of empty buildings because,
Yes.
with everybody working at home now,
Now, time has
it's
changed.
not a good thing to invest in a commercial building right
Yes,
now.
absolutely.
Might turn around, but who
Yes,
knows?
for now. Yeah. And I think we covered
I think
a
so
few
too.
things.
Yeah.
Oh, talking about kids, since you mentioned your daughter,
Yeah.
can I give a shout out to my son Bobby?
Oh
that
yeah.
Actually, I was so happy today. He sent me his new song, original song that he wrote, and he has a YouTube video out. So if you go on YouTube, Bobby DeMario,
Yeah.
DEMARIO, and his new song,
He's
Hey
shooting for the
Stranger.
stars, too.
Yes, his new song titled Hey Stranger, and he's on the piano, and it gave me goosebumps. So I was very
Yeah,
proud.
must
I'm
be
so
so
happy.
proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, go check his channel on YouTube. and he's also on Spotify everywhere. And hopefully we'll have him one day, interview him, because we're here for arts. Arts include everything, arts, entertainment.
Well, your twins are going to be singing in November at our tree show over in the Environmental Learning Center in Vero.
Yes, they will. So we're going to give a lot of
and
publicity.
Corey's no slouch either.
Oh, yeah, her beautiful voice.
I didn't see those pictures when you whipped out the pictures when
with the red
Jean
dress.
was showing her granddaughter who was a
gorgeous
influencer.
Yeah, daughter, gorgeous photo shoot.
Show the people.
Oh well, yeah, I will next time.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
She's absolutely stunning in that
beautiful.
red dress. I've got to paint her.
Yeah, she's a great.
And
she's got a beautiful voice.
Beautiful voice. Good. They're both good kids. Yeah.
Yes, I'm very.
And you have 2 other kids in Italy that I haven't met.
Yes, I do. I have 4 children, 3 grandchildren. I'm a proud mom and grandma. And yeah. Unfortunately, the one in Italy, you can see them so often, but we see each other on video a long time. I see my grandchildren growing up fast. Yeah. And but yeah, so I wanted to give a shout out for Bobby. His video just came out today.
Yeah, he's really
YouTube.
Driven.
Yes,
he is a serious artist.
Yes, he is. So hopefully,
performer.
Yeah, we have to get this video going viral. Okay, so share it, like it, subscribe to his channel. Right. All right.
Well, I guess that's it.
Yes, we're still rocking the art world.
When we turn this off, we're gonna. Oh, why didn't we talk about that?
Yeah, that's right. I know. What?
But until next time, we're gonna rock the art world.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.